Gary.
Seinfuck.
I just want to say, to start off the bat, we're looking at ECHL team names. The ECHL, for those who don't know, is the minor league of the NHL. So it would be like the AA like baseball equivalent. It goes the NHL, then the AHL, which is the American Hockey League, and then the ECHL, which is the East Coast Hockey League. And we're talking about the fact that there's a couple of great team names in the league. Starting it off, the Wheeling Nailers.
Is there a better team name here than the Wheeling Nailers? Second, I'd actually say is the Worcester, the Worcester, the Worcester, the Worcester.
Harper's having a stroke. Oh shit!
Oh no! I mean, there's that. Yeah, there's the Worcestershire Railers.
Worcestershire.
I love that. There's also the Florida Everblades.
That is so corny.
That's corny
I love
as
it.
fuck.
It's the corniest as
The
fuck.
Florida Everblades
With their mascots.
It should have air horns behind it.
Yeah, I know. That's exactly it. With their mascot Swampy.
It's not going to get picked up by the pod.
I know.
Sasha insert a foghorn sound there.
A foghorn?
Yeah, foghorn. Look at that mascot. That is a beautiful mascot if I've ever seen
Well,
one.
he's cute.
It's from the Wikipedia. It's a very lo-fi image, like clearly taken by someone like who was in the arena on their like iPhone, and then like they're like, "Oh, I'll put it on Wikipedia. I should be credited."
I love Wikipedia. It's the world's greatest autists go on it.
Malcolm, just real quick, gotta say, looking at these teams, just the names, the icons, just everything about them, I think that like half of these outperform current NHL logos and names.
Absolutely. I mean, one of the best ones is the Orlando Solar Bears, which has the best logo and like color design of any, like, honestly, any professional hocky team. Like,
Shouts out to the Solar Bears.
He looks like the icy mascot. That's awesome.
It is sick.
Yeah, they're one of the few teams outside. I'm a Canucks fan. That I was like, I need to get some of their merch. Like, I was like,
Some of their merch would be sick.
like, I think getting like a baseball cap for the Orlando Solar Bears is great. It's one of those things. It's like minor league baseball when you realize how awesome a lot of the team names are. Where it's like, as soon as it gets like big, you're like, it almost feels like they play it too safe, and they're like, oh well, we have to be the Philadelphia Flyers. Like, and you're like boo. It's one of the reasons why I loved when Seattle, like for their NHL team, they unveiled themselves as the Kraken.
I do like the Kraken.
Because I was like, before that, like I'm active on hockey Twitter. I was like, I felt like they weren't going to do it. Like, I was like, oh, they're going to like do something like, like there was a rumor that we were going to be the Seattle Sockeyes.
I thought it was going to be the Sockeyes too, honestly.
I was
the fucking Sockeyes? That is not fun.
Exactly. And so like, I was like, God damn it. They're going to do like the safe name. And like, all the memes and stuff coming out about the Seattle Kraken, I was like, oh, like it's just too good. Like, it's like too good. And then when I watched the announcement video, and then they were like, they're in the water, and I was like, oh, there's gonna be some sort of fucking salmon that pops out, and then it's a Kraken, and then I'm like, oh my god, they actually did it. And then like the old guys on ESPN shitting on the name, I'm like, they fucking nailed it. So like this group knew what they were doing, and were like, they saw what was going on the internet. And like they were just like, yeah, we're gonna be the Kraken. Like the Kraken has no meaning in Seattle, but now they like created meaning. I love it.
Also, I'm
Also,
looking
the
at
logo
their.
is sick.
Oh yeah, that is pretty cool. Or the Toledo Walleye logo is really cool. Sorry,
Yeah,
you just posted it. It's cool.
Sorry.
But the fucking I was just gonna point out that why is their mascot, if they're the Seattle Kraken, why is their mascot a literal troll? Like from the fucking movie The Trolls or that fucking troll movies.
I can explain that because I've been to Seattle. I watched the game.
You said that like you found your girlfriend found out you were like some porn charge on your account. I can explain that.
Listen, I can explain why there's an OnlyFans. I did it for you, honey.
I sub to your OnlyFans page.
$200, Malcolm.
Yeah, listen, it's only $7.99 a month.
I did it for you, sugar honey baby.
Yeah, no. In the walleye logo that was just linked where we record, it's like it's like a little, I guess, a fish missing a tooth, got a helmet on, hockey stick, ready for a slap shot. But to go back to your original question, the reason it's called Trolley is that apparently in Seattle,
No. Its name is Bowie, but it's a troll.
Oh, sorry, Bowie the Troll. Okay, now that's getting stupid. But
Bowie, said to be the nephew of the Fremont Troll, is a 6 foot. I would just want to read the description and then he can get into it. Bowie, said to be a nephew of the Fremont Troll, is a 6 foot tall blue sea troll. Context, Malcolm, please.
Well, you just kind of told it, which is that it's the Fremont Troll is a statue that's underneath, I believe it's the Fremont Bridge in Seattle. And then basically they took that inspiration of this very obscure statue that's under a bridge. And they were like, what if we made that the mascot? And if you're wondering, you're like, that sounds pretty stupid. It is. It is stupid.
The Fremont Troll, looking at this thing, it's fucking kind of spooky. I don't think this translates that well into like a cute mascot character, especially the fact that it's 18 feet tall.
Wait until you see the. Never mind. I already fucked up.
No, come on.
Wait until you see the troll in my closet. All right.
Yeah. Well, you got to stop searching on OnlyFans, man. It's been bad. Personal requests.
All right, well, 2 wrongs don't make a right. That sucked too.
I should have said Tinder, but yeah, you're right. You're right. Okay.
But there's also like the EC. There's not just the ECHL. There's also the SPHL, which is the Southern Professional Hockey League, and they have a couple of great team names as well. The highlight for me is the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs.
Oh yeah. Baby!
Oh yeah!
It looks like Gruff the Crime Dog got into hockey on his off season.
Yeah, dogs. It should be noted spelled DAWGS.
Yes, because that's the only cool way to spell dogs.
And I've just purchased a jersey of theirs.
Did you really?
Nice.
No.
How much money do you spend on jerseys, Harper? Just ballpark it.
How much money do you spend on alcohol?
No comment. More than I should.
Well, there you go. There's my answer.
Okay,
more than you should. That's fair. But you know what?
Oh my God. Going back slightly to the ECHL, there's a team called the Savannah Ghost Pirates.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, these teams are way cooler than NHL teams. I mean, I always thought the Coyotes were like the coolest logo in pro sports, and that may be true. But like, they got to run for their money. The Railers, the Walleye, the Nailers, the Tulsa Oilers too. But we've gotten off topic, boys.
We have.
There was also the my other favorite ones, just for some defunct teams that they had in the ECHL that were great. Is I really loved the Quad City Mallards because it really played off the two.
Come on,
so the off-brand Mighty Ducks.
Yeah, basically, like they're like, oh, we got Ducks tickets today, and it's like, look again, it's Quad City.
Look a little closer at those tickets. That's alert.
Yeah, there's also the San Francisco Bulls, which I think is a very funny title for that city.
I'm not sure if they should be allowed to do that.
Yeah, don't worry. They only operated for 2 years.
There's San Diego Gulls, my home city. It only existed for 3. 2003 to 2006. Yeah, San Diego. Rip our sports teams.
Yeah, there was also the Atlantic City Boardwalk Bullies.
You love to hear that, actually. The Atlantic City Boardwalk Bullies.
And then there's also
a little bulldog with like a fucking anchor tattoo. It's cute.
Yeah, and then there's also the I think it's pronounced Macon, the Macon Whoopee.
Oh,
really?
Fuck off.
It's a real team. It's a real team.
Yeah, Macon
Whoopee Which, by the way, they were only lasted, I believe, one season, and they deserved to fall apart after one season. Like that.
Yeah, and then they moved to Lexington and became the Lexington Men of War.
Yeah, I mean, I could go down this rabbit hole all day. I mean, shockingly, their logo for the Macon Whoopee was not like a Dennis the Menace type character with a
what is that, a stork?
And stork in front of what appears to be a marijuana leaf.
Oh, because it's a stork. Yeah, it looks like it's in front of a weed leaf a little bit, but it's a stork hitting a bumblebee with a fucking hockey stick because it's the birds and the bees. Therefore, they're the Macon Whoopee.
Oh my God! I just, after you said that out loud, piecing it together, it's almost worse. It's worse. It's worse than I could have imagined. Oh my God! But also,
that's awesome. I love that.
But also, I want to say, thank God that team existed. Like, I can't believe someone was like,
thank God it doesn't exist now. Thank God it existed in the past.
Yeah, like I love it. Like, it can only exist in like 2001.
Yeah, and then 9/11 happened, and then no one was allowed to have fun again. Also, I just want to say that Macon, I'm pretty sure the only reason I know about this place is because it was the site of several massacres.
Oh. Now, this is your massacre fun fact of the week.
It's Robert Delilah's Massacre Fun Fact of the Week, sponsored by Coca-Cola.
I'm glad that we finally secured a sponsorship of a prestigious company such as Coca-Cola and that they've purchased the rights, in fact, to Frog. Congratulations, Frog team.
They've started distributing out of the Coca-Cola factory.
Through the waste system. It's the most economical way.
Don't drink the water. Drink Frog instead.
Water is a delicious beverage-like substance in the bay that is currently receiving a large influx of frogs.
Would you really want to use the stuff they use in nuclear reactors in your day-to-day life?
That's great. I've never heard that before. That's pretty good.
You've never heard that before?
That's right up there with dihydrogen monoxide.
Yeah, exactly. It's a chemical used to cool nuclear fucking. Why can't I think of the word right now? Nuclear power plants. It's used to cool and regulate the temperatures. So why would you want your children drinking it?
It's a great question, Robert. And that's why I'm going to transition into our next segment.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Wonderful. From hockey teams to...
Well, boys, I was thinking about how we get so much bad news day to day, you know? Like you hear today, famous actor has died. Mark Zuckerberg is ripped. People are simping for Mark Zuckerberg because he's ripped, saying things like "Hear me out" and "Please don't be mad at me."
He's a fucking lizard. He can look however he wants to look.
Now, Robert, if there's one thing I've learned about the Dragons fucking Cars subreddit is that people are into that.
Oh, fucking! You're right. But anyway, go on.
I just figured, there's too much bad news, there's Dragons fucking Cars on Reddit, and I got a subpoena in the mail. I just thought that we could have some good news for once, right?
Okay.
Why did you get a subpoena in the mail?
Yeah, what are you talking about getting a subpoena?
Oh, nothing. I'm going to ignore it.
This dick.
But, wow. Subpoena this dick, he says. Maybe I will. How would that make you feel?
Yeah, subpoena your dick in a muffler. Got him.
Got him. Why don't you go back to sucking the fumes, Delilah?
Yeah, and that's not a euphemism.
No,
sucking the fumes does sound like it should be a euphemism, but it's not.
Well, it kind of is.
I was not. I love how, by the way, we'll get to your segment for a second, but I just want to address that real quick with the sucking fumes. I literally was not sucking fumes out of a tailpipe. I was standing behind a car, a normal child, around car bumper height, and breathing. And not hating it. I don't know where that got blown out of proportion, but I was not crackhead sucking the fumes.
You know what else got blown out of proportion? Your cheekbones, because they were displaced by the muffler once it revved in.
Yeah.
You got permanent dick sucking face.
Yeah.
What's up, guys? What are you talking about? Oh, there goes dick sucking Delilah.
Your mom's nickname aside.
Fuck you. Fuck you. Okay, let's get in your fucking
Okay.
segment.
No, I want to hear the joke Malcolm had cooking.
Oh yeah, let's get
Oh,
it.
I know. I was just gonna say that that was a better joke than I had.
You not only did you have a better joke than him, Harper, you threw him immediately on the spot to one up him afterwards,
Yeah.
and he couldn't do it.
I didn't
That
have
wasn't mine.
anything. I was just picturing, that the look that it's like steel magnolia or whatever that they use. In,
Blue Steel
Zoolander.
and
Blue
Zoolander.
Blue
Steel,
Steel. Yeah,
Steel
Blue-
Magnolia. I think it's a band.
That's a movie.
I think it's a movie about women making pies or something like that. But,
Steel Magnolias, 1989. Oh, Dolly Parton's in it. Oh, and so is Sally
Something
Field.
about Alabama women making pies. Ugly woman. I don't know.
yeah, but
Fuck off.
I was just picturing that's like how Robert looks now. He's just very just strong cheekbones. Extensive dental work has been done.
I look like that
Handsome
TikTok
Squidward.
filter that people are putting
you
in
know
like
that-
memes.
Like that scene where all the models die when they get
gasoline fight.
the gasoline and
Tragic gasoline fight accident.
but it's like you're in that scene, but you're sucking on the muffler. Like,
they just like in post put me in the scene, but I'm just sucking on the tailpipe.
yeah,
I
it's like-
still I just for a second I just got really great cheekbone.
yeah, it's like,
Blows out a black cloud of smog.
yeah, and then that's the only reason you've survived. You were just under
Oh
the
my
explosion.
God. It's like it's like the U bend in the toilet. What is that called? That you can do.
It sounded like he was underwater.
It's so. Did you hear about that, by the way? That you can breathe in a toilet, like during a fire. One of the ways you can not die of smoke inhalation, if you put a hose through and up the U bend of the toilet to where it's dry and breathe that.
Well, if you breathe shit.
That would be so funny. It's like you're like instead of trying to get out of the fire, like there's a small fire in the house. You're like, I gotta get to the bathroom. I gotta get to the toilet. And then you're like,
Get the kid in the bathroom now.
hey guys, get out of the bed. Like I gotta get to my bedroom. You like take out this giant hose and like step it into
So I'm just like I've been waiting for this day my entire life.
He's
Like a candle
finally.
got knocked over. He's like,
Yeah.
I gotta do it now. I don't know all the time. Starts huffing. What is the equivalent?
Otherwise, no one will ever. I will never be able to have this opportunity again.
Basically,
Yeah,
starts huffing Jenkum from his fucking septic tank.
Yeah. You're getting high on the fumes of Drano.
That's awesome. Okay, Harper, go on. Segment.
I just figured that we could use some good news for once, okay? So I looked up some wacky news courtesy of the Associated Press, and I turned it into a multiple choice game, sort of a la a famous international game show that's broadcast on a public network.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
I mean, I pause. I don't think I want to be spoken to of it.
What?
What are you saying? What is that?
Because
Because
it's wait, don't tell me, you fucking morons.
I was gonna say, hold on, I know it just a second or something like that.
God, yes, I went the weirder, more cumbersome route.
He
You
said,
fucking
pause,
assholes.
Pause. What the fuck?
Don't speak of it.
Yeah.
It also sounds a lot more ominous.
William Shakespeare fucking wait, don't tell me.
Yeah, don't you tell me of it. I don't want to know about your game show.
Pause, my good sir. Do not speak of it.
Pause. You put your lips. You're just like two fingers on Harper's like lips. You're just pause. Do not speak of this, sweet child.
Just like very sensually too.
Yeah,
That's basically how we behave anyway.
Yeah, and you're like,
Yeah.
This better not be on from the NBC Corporation. If this has Jimmy Fallon written on it, I am out.
I will not work with that ghoul.
Fair enough.
Yeah, back in 1998, I was supposed to be up for SNL, and then that little troll boy Jimmy Fallon got the job, and I've been shoveling shit ever since.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Malcolm's got backstory.
I thought we could use some good news.
Yeah,
What are you? Let's go. Let's go.
Well, listen,
Let's
you were
start it.
shoveling shit. You were in the scenario. You were shoveling shit by taking a series of hosting jobs on the GSN network.
Oh fuck! No,
oh.
I'm so sorry.
That's well, in this scenario, it's you. But
I'm so sorry to myself.
A Tuesday.
Hey,
A
what?
Tuesday.
Okay, first one.
Well, the first question on pause, speak of it not, is
Speak of
Nevada
not.
license plate was revoked by the DMV today for being expressive of an anti-California sentiment. What did it say? FU period Cali, BY BYCAL, GO away CA, AWY for those counting, GOBK 2CA, or GABAGOO.
Am I having a stroke?
yeah, it sounds like you're speaking big Latin to us all of a sudden.
I'll just read them out instead of spelling them because you boys, this is the only question where this happens.
Okay.
FU.Cali, bye Cal, go away CA, go back to CA, or Gabagoo.
Gabagoo.
We're guessing which is the real license plate?
Which one is the real license plate?
I mean, my heart says it has to be Gabagool, but I feel like that would be.
I don't think that's the real one.
I don't think that's the real one.
You don't think so?
I think that one would be an amazing one in New York. Like if you had that in New York or New Jersey.
New Jersey for sure. I know people from Jersey. They would love that.
Yeah, there's some mob boss or wannabe mob boss.
You could do it in New Jersey, or if you lived on Staten Island or Long Island, you could get away with that license plate too.
Yep.
Fuck. I mean, I don't know how it could be anything else other than like FU Cali, because like BY Cal, that doesn't seem that offensive.
No.
There's a twist here, and I'm curious as to what it is. I'll just go with FU Cali. Or
I mean, based on, for long-time listeners who listened to the episode where I talked about my dad's license plate, there's a part of me, which was YY guy.
Yes.
Part of me wants it. I think it is FU Cali, but I think bye Cali feels like something that like you could get, because it also is just dumb enough where it's like, I think FU Cali, they might not approve of it, but if you go bye Cali, I don't know. It's just stupid.
You're using cogent logic. You are.
But this is the license plate that was stopped, right?
It was released and then revoked.
Oh, it was.
Gotcha. Oh, so it might have flown under the radar. Damn it.
Final guesses.
What was the other one? It was
go back to CA, go away CA, bye Cal, or FU.Cali. I'll reduce them to 4 here because Gabagool was not an answer. I put that.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah, because that was the only one that didn't make sense.
You didn't want to pick Gabagool with your heart?
Go back.
Anyway.
I think it could be go back to Cali.
Final answer.
Robert?
I think FU Cali or FU Cal. I think that's probably what I'm going to go with.
It was go back to CA. Malcolm is leading with a point already.
Yes! Oh,
Would you look
hell
at that?
Yeah.
Did they give any reason why it was denied specifically?
They didn't want to display a license plate that opaquely gave an anti-California sentiment. Short for go back to Cali was recalled by the State Department of Motor Vehicles in May after it received a complaint. Now the vehicle owner is appealing the recall. It will have a hearing on Wednesday, according to the Reno Area News.
Don't make fun of the state in our country that is like almost a full half of our economy. Oh no, they'll never get over it.
Hey, if you're in Arizona from California, fuck you. Go back. Okay.
Yep, I'd like to. Rent is increased to such an amount in San Diego that is now outpacing San Francisco.
Well, we're outpacing every other part of the country now, so thanks for that.
Okay, I'll leave eventually. You don't have to deal with me anymore.
A giant panda gave birth to squirming, squealing, healthy blank at South Korean theme park. A giant panda has given birth to squirming, squealing, healthy blank. Twin girls, twin boys, an afterbirth, or twin Italians.
It's really sad. I don't know what the actual answer is, but the squirming, squealing obviously isn't the afterbirth because it would not be squirming and it would not be squealing. And Italians just do that whether they're babies or not.
I had twin snakes in that slot, but I was just like, no one will believe it.
Yeah, obviously.
No one will believe it. I'm sorry, I didn't realize the apocalypse was going on. This was supposed to be good news. A panda giving birth to twin snakes.
Or twin Italians.
Or twin, yeah, I mean, yes. If a panda gave birth to twin Italian children, I would be with foil on my head, start digging trenches in my yard.
I'm looking for all the bonozis out there in China and in South Korea. That's what I'm looking for.
So it was twin girls or twin boys were the two answers.
Twin girls, twin boys, and afterbirth, or twin Italians.
Well, I don't believe it's the last two, so I
don't think so
it's a
either.
50-50. It's a good shot.
Yeah, it's a 50-50. I'll say squealing. I'll say boys.
I'll say girls then.
Robert, you're correct. It's twin girls.
No, well, yeah.
Yeah, fucked Malcolm.
Twin girls born at the South Korean theme park. It's good news for the perpetuation of the panda species, which is something we all appreciate, since they're so stupid that they should have gone extinct a long time ago. But we preserve them as a cruel joke.
to life and nature, and as well as God.
Well, I deserve something to laugh at too.
The amount of people I've heard online talking about how pandas are an absolute waste of money to keep alive is very funny to me.
Look, I can relate. As a Coyotes fan, I hear all about what a waste of money our team is. So let's go Pandas.
There you go. Let's go.
Yeah,
that was the weekly Coyotes reference, boys. Mark it.
There's going to be more. There's going to be another.
Maybe. Search is currently underway for a missing pet blank in rural Oklahoma, in the OK Corral. Oh, I said Oklahoma. We'll keep it. Search underway for a missing pet blank in rural Oklahoma town. An anaconda, a wallaby, a badger, or an Italian.
Okay, well, you keep saying Italians, and it's like,
I mean, it's one of these. That's what makes me think of one of these answers. It's gonna be Italian. It's not a pet Italian. It's got to be a pet wallaby. That's my guess.
So it's wallaby. There's anaconda.
Anaconda. What the fuck is an anaconda, Malcolm?
It came on after Digimon in the early 2000s.
Yeah, exactly. You got
Yes, an anaconda.
Yeah, anaconda in Oklahoma.
In the Oklahoma hotel.
This is our new ECHL team, the Oklahoma Anaconda.
Yeah.
It's the only hockey team only allowed with people in the middle of strokes.
Dude, we have to make a beer league team now.
We probably should, yeah.
That is incredible.
Put that in the notes.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write down merch ideas. But
that's sick.
But
I'll get on that immediately.
But basically, I think it's the snake.
You think it's the anaconda?
Robert, I don't feel like a lost anaconda in Oklahoma is that big a deal.
What are you talking about?
It's a fucking anaconda. It's just a fucking snake. It doesn't eat people.
I have to say this, Robert. You are so wildly overconfident when it comes to very dangerous animals.
It's an anaconda. It's fine.
Yeah, you're talking as if it's a small garden snake.
I've been to girls' houses where they've had anacondas. I was just like, oh, there's a fucking giant snake here. I can't compete.
The anaconda, the wallaby, the badger, or the Italian? What do you think?
I think it's the anaconda, and I also don't believe Robert's been to a girl's house and was like, "Oh, look, there's the anaconda here." I don't think.
Why do you keep calling it an anaconda? I'm having a stroke.
Anaconda. Listen, I don't know how to say words.
Yeah, it probably wasn't an anaconda, but it was like a very large snake.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a different thing. It's not an anaconda. All right.
I know. It's almost as if humor is not defined by its accuracy.
Yeah, but you were talking about it as if you're like, oh, just a little snake, like in Oklahoma, like it's just like.
Okay, Harper, what is the fucking answer before I strangle Malcolm?
What's your final answer, Robert?
My final answer is a wallaby because that's kind of cute.
Well, that's correct. They're on the search for a wallaby in Oklahoma. It's not an anaconda,
Nice.
but you just gave us a great piece of merch. So I can't really fault you there, Malcolm. And I'll get to work on that
Can I
immediately.
get a bonus point? Can I get a bonus point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Fucking what? What for
scores
being
time.
wrong?
For giving us a great merch idea, a T-shirt that will no doubt sell.
Damn it.
Exactly.
When you do it,
Okay.
Robert, you'll get one too.
The only merch idea is apparently me just sucking on a tailpipe. So
Well,
we'll
I'll read this one like the pause inform me not fellow.
Cease, inform me little.
First smoky air, now clouds of blank invade New York City. Vape juice, toxic tweets, marijuana smoke, or winged insects.
Well, I was just in New York like 2 weeks ago. I'm going to say right now, I think the answer is probably marijuana smoke because I think they just legalized or like weed was made legal this year because there was a ton of dispensaries.
We love you people in Yonkers smoking doobies in front of police officers and asking them what they're going to do about it. We love you.
Yeah, we love you. It was so wild to go to like I was in Times Square and now like one of the like one of the shops.
Why did you go to Times Square?
Why wouldn't he go to Times Square? It's like a main attraction.
Yeah, well, it's not worth it. Like I've been to New York too many times where it wasn't worth it. It was that I was traveling with two people who'd never been to New York before.
I was amazed the first time I was there. So
yeah, it's great the first time. Once you go back, you're like, all right, I want. You also have to be in Times Square if you want to see any Broadway shows. And I saw Book of Mormon. So,
that must have been. I'm kind of jealous. I wanted to see that.
Book of I think it's going to be running for the next like 20 years. So,
is it? I thought that there was a limit on the production.
No, they've been running for 10 years. But I was going to go back and say like it was so crazy. I was like basically in Times Square, and there's like also first of all, there's a Times Square like strip club.
Again, those answers are vape juice, toxic tweets, marijuana smoke, or winged insects.
I'm going to guess insect.
Yeah, I'm going to say marijuana smoke. I think that's what it is. It should be that.
But it should be that. There's no reason for it not to be. But it is winged insects. The point goes to Malcolm.
What?
Yeah!
I care too much about winning so little that I need you to not do that to me.
Because I know that you Googled it.
The only thing I have Googled so far is how to spell anaconda. So I don't know. I know I'm not having a stroke.
So you know what to put on the back of your shorts when you go over to your mistress's house?
What's up?
Nothing.
I'm a little hybrid today. I ate too much candy. Malcolm. Fuck off. Fuck off. What were you going to say, Harper?
Their winged aphids have descended upon the city. It's caused mass confusion and more than a little hesitation, considering the last time this happened, it was an act of environmental terrorism and the perpetrator skipped town on a flight to Cuba.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's all right. We only have one question left here. Malcolm is leading by 2.
No, he's fucking not. 3 fucking answers in a row. Fuck off.
Yeah.
I don't know why I care this much, but I do.
Because you've always wanted to win. Wait, don't tell me.
I kind of, yeah. I mean, I feel like I'd do pretty well.
Would you?
I think so.
Would you do well with the limerick section?
No, that's probably the only section I wouldn't do well in.
There once was a man from Nantucket whose dick was so long he could... Suck it. Suck it. Suck
it long.
Do his taxes.
No, I'm sorry, sir. The answer we were looking for was
2 sucks this time.
Suck it.
3 sucks times.
He fucked a man from Nantucket. How does that make any sense?
Let's see if I can make a limerick out of this last one.
Now everybody clap their balls.
No, it should be everybody clap their cheeks.
There you go.
No. Yeah, I think balls is funnier.
It's yes, because it's more organic.
Yeah, I just need to give you a win after you've been losing.
After the constant beating I've taken in this game so far.
A California man goes to prison where he will surely get his guts pushed in. For nearly $9 million in dollars, he'll scream and he'll holler, in a investment scheme for. All right, so a California man got nearly $9 million in phony charges goes to prison, right?
Okay.
Let me rephrase this. All right, let's just pretend
So
that the
you
limerick
did you
section never
try to
happened.
do a limerick?
Yeah, I tried to do. It was really hard. It's really hard.
No, it's fucking.
You really
It's
have to
not
sit there.
easy.
So a
Yeah.
California man gets prison after he was found guilty of nearly $9 million in phony blank to blank investment scheme. Is it cow manure to green energy, water to gasoline, metal to gold, or Irish to Italian transmogrification?
I don't know why, but I was like so like used to the Italian joke. the little one of the transmogrification. You can pay $1,000 as an Italian. Now you're Irish. Oh my
give me
god!
the penny and I'll go through now. Get a job, you wop.
Okay, I'm gonna guess water to gasoline because that seems like the most. That's kind of like, you know, chocolate milk comes from brown cows sort of derangement of the people who get trapped by those stuff.
Hey, nay, brain cave.
Hey, nay, breaky.
All right, Malcolm, what do you say?
I really want it to be the Italian thing. Like I really wanted to be
As an Italian.
There would be hope for Sasha. Is that what you
If they
want?
could transmogrify me to someone more palatable, like Sasha, for example.
No, it's the other way around. It's the other way around. It's Irish to
Oh,
Italian.
it's Irish to Italian?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I wouldn't fucking pay shit for that.
You know what? You son of a bitch. You son of
Being
a bitch.
Irish is much more base than being
You
Italian.
know what?
if
No
you were wondering.
gabagool for you, all right?
No
You get
gabagool.
No fucking
No gabagool for me.
Yeah. What were the other two answers?
Cow manure to green energy, water to gasoline, metal to gold, or Irish to Italian transmogrification.
I guess it's probably metal to gold.
It was cow manure to green energy.
See, I thought that was almost too believable.
Yeah,
that's
yeah. It was the answer.
it was the answer.
Fuck off. All right. Fuck off.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. In Fresno, California, a man is going to prison for running a cow dung to green energy scheme that authorities say was a load of manure.
Okay.
The winner of the first annual pause, tell me not prithee, I beg.
I forsooth ye, gentlemen.
Nay, banish it.
Banish the thought.
Banish the thought of thy enemy.
This
I
seems
must
like
be
a joke
vanquished.
that's like made for my sister.
Oh mine God, I have accidentally sent thou a picture of mine cock and balls. Prithee deleted.
Oh, prithee, delete it.
Oh, prithee, you come by my humble abode.
Lest thou crave.
Lest thou crave.
And put your tender lips upon its shaft.
Thy tender lips upon mine belland.
And give me a midnight peck.
Wilt thou hand me the yoinky sploinky? Does it bother you that they called anal the rumpy pumpy back then?
No. Malcolm, Jesus. That really made you. That was really funny.
We got a big pop out of Malcolm. That's what I'm talking about.
It was funnier. It was like your reaction was funnier than it just being called rumpy pumpy. A little bit of your old rumpy pumpy, eh?
Oh, I'm so glad you decided to take it arseways, Malcolm. Let's get to a little
Much obliged.
Much obliged.
I feel like it would be, I don't know why, but it just feels like that thing of just being like, for my birthday this year, my wife has indulged me in a little bit of rumpy pumpy.
A little bit of rumpy pumpy. I have been a good boy this year.
She did not eat for 72 hours.
She's on that liquid diet.
We have no water that we would be able to safely use as an enema. Therefore, she did not eat for 72 hours.
It is a good thing that typhus or the typhoid has missed us by.
I am certainly glad that she's used to such extended fasting as not only a Catholic, but the wife of a farmer.
The wife of a very poor man.
Poor man.
This is the one
been...
like writer in industrial Britain who's just like really into anal and somehow married.
What, me? Me 20.
You were part of the first industrial revolution.
1820s, absolutely. Anyway, thank you for playing Pause, Tell Me Not, Forsooth Prithee, I Beg. The first winner, Robert Delilah. Can we get a round of applause and some children going, yay?
Oh, thank you, kids. Who's parent? Who are you? Why are you here?
Hey, don't talk to those kids unless you want to get canceled. And you have to play a little ukulele tune.
No, please.
I'm gonna get you the ukulele, Delilah, and you're gonna learn how to play it.
No, not the ukulele.
That's right. It's time to make an apology. Get the ukulele.
Oh, speaking of like random internet people, okay.
Yeah.
Did you see the crazy lady on the airplane?
Oh,
well, I don't know if she disappeared or not. I haven't read that far into it, but the fact that she kind of like had a breakdown on the plane. For anybody who hasn't seen this, so she had a breakdown on the plane and is like leaving the plane, and she's like screaming, and everyone's like looks really confused around her, and then she's just like, the reason I am leaving is because that motherfucker, that guy isn't real, and everyone looks behind them, and it's like, what the fuck is happening? It's like it was incredibly funny, and surreal, but someone made an edit of his, and Harper, you'll really like that. But someone made an edit of it when the camera pans, it goes and it reveals the Burger King Crown guy. He's cut off before he says it.
Can I have a glass of water, please? Please.
Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, that woman went missing, by the way.
Did she?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. This seems
reported.
like something you'd like look up.
You look it up. She's been reported missing.
Airplane. Well, she also was having a severe mental episode. It's not. I'm literally looking it up. She also had a severe mental episode. I'm not surprised.
I love how upset you were, Harper. There, you're just like, oh, he's doing it. He's ruining my bit.
He's ruining the bit. He's trying to be a fuck. I'm trying to spread misinformation on the internet, for Christ's sake.
Jenna Wilson, if you're out there and not missing, apparently. I don't see anything about it, so Harper's a liar.
Oh my God. Fun at parties, Delilah.
Come on the podcast. We will talk. We will.
Yeah, come on the podcast. I'd love to hear your description of that guy.
We really want to talk to you.
We would love to talk with you. Malcolm especially. He thinks you're hot.
I am single.
Yeah. He's willing to be a stepdad any day of the week. So I feel like he's
willing to be the dad that stepped up. That's true.
Yeah, he's not the stepdad. He's the dad who stepped up.
He's got that tattooed on his arm already from previous stepping up.
He's just ahead of time. It's one of those
He's
things.
preemptive. Yeah.
I'm constantly stepping up and stepping down.
Constantly stepping up.
He's just has a realistic dating goals. That's all. We can't fault the man.
Listen, we're all hurtling towards our mid-30s, okay? So if we don't
just
learn to
screeching,
step up, we are barreling towards that motherfucker. And if we don't learn to put up with a few kids screaming while we're trying to raid World of Warcraft, then I don't know how we're going to make it.
I don't think we're going to make it.
Robert, you're not going to make it.
No, it's okay. Yeah, I don't know. I need to figure out what kind of guy in later life guy I'm going to be. Am I going to be a stepdad?
We should be more nicer to Robert.
Robert, if you want, you can join our ECHL team.
Yeah, listen, Robert. Robert, I like St. Patrick in Ireland. I believe you could rid Oklahoma of steaks.
You could rid Oklahoma of its anacondas.
Well, I wasn't saying that you could fight an anaconda. I don't want to fight an anaconda.
What about an anaconda?
I've literally seen videos of like children being like, they don't get eaten, they get saved, luckily, but they're like enveloped by an anaconda. I'm good.
It sounded like you could take it on. the way you were talking about.
Yeah.
Like maybe you would be able to fight one on one. But do you think
No.
if I put you one on one with an anaconda, do you think you'd walk out alive? They're not venomous.
No, but there's mass.
They are large. They are
They're
large.
I mean, can I run away?
Well, you
The
can.
exit is past the anaconda. However,
You have to run through the anaconda.
I don't think it really. I'm not sure if it's
from one end to the other.
Wait, I have to run through the
Yeah,
anaconda.
to run through it. Yeah.
It's like some super intelligent anaconda that's like draped over the door.
Yeah, you have to get vored by the anaconda.
What?
It has to swallow you while I jerk off.
Yeah,
in the corner.
yeah. And I have to feel really constricted and sticky.
You have to feel
and,
really embarrassed about it.
oh, this is so warm and uncomfortable.
What are you eating? Yeah. Well,
It's so
I'd like
much.
to apologize for that joke. I don't know what came over me.
It's a joke that only like 5 people are gonna find funny, and we are 2
Yeah,
of them.
well, just get ready to answer your sister's question on that term later.
I will. I'm looking forward to it. Always looking forward to it.
So furries, like, okay, so not just furries, I guess, but like mostly furries, like they wait for people.
You know what? That's a pretty accurate way of weighted how I described things.
Yeah. I can picture it
Good
now.
impression of me.
Unless you've had a few glasses of Tanqueray, then I can imagine it going a lot easier for you.
Yeah.
Then you'd be like, oh,
Unfortunately.
honey, they swallow them. They jerk off to it.
Oh yeah. They jerk off to people who are swallowed.
They look pregnant, but they've eaten whole people. It's not possible.
it's in animation circles very popular.
Malcolm
Yeah.
writing down to take this segment out immediately.
Please, we need careers. Sasha, save us.
Listen, this is working. This is working.
This is good
It
stuff.
always working for you, all right, is it? So Malcolm's just like, oh, they're so constricted.
Anyone else thought of any segs this week, or are we just jerking off on air for another few minutes?
I mean, I'll jerk off on air any day.
Wow.
All right.
That's
Well,
what
we
I
got
like
some
to
time to kill, so you better start jerking. No. I found this one from my favorite website, www.reddit.com.
Triple
I
W.
was gonna fucking say.
World
So this is-
Wide Web dot.
Yeah. So this is from r/NBA. We've been talking a lot about the NHL, or not the NHL, but like the ECHL and the SPHL and all that
Teams.
stuff.
Love teams.
Hockey, yeah.
Love hockey.
Teams are great,
But I am also,
except for not Microsoft Teams, because that sucks.
as a side note, I have I'm not just a hockey fan, I'm also a basketball fan. And this post on r/NBA has really blown up in the basketball circles. The user is B_R_O_G_D_O_N, which is spells Brogdon, named after former Milwaukee Buck, I believe current Indiana Pacer. I might be wrong about that. Malcolm Brogdon. Now, here, yeah, I know you're snoring now because this is what the post says. It goes, "Hey all,
Scott here.
actually it says hey all Craig here.
Oh.
Close. I used to be a relatively frequent r/Milwaukee Bucks and r/NBA shit poster back in the day, spreading the good word of my favorite NBA player, Malcolm Brogdon. A few years back, I took a backpacking trip through Eastern Europe and admittedly made some poor decisions, which led to an extended stay in a Russian prison. Recently, I was released and was able to make my way back towards my friend's place in Munich, who's been debriefing me on some pop culture events that I missed while we worked towards rebuilding my life. Side note, Shazam's my favorite superhero, and I can't wait to watch both of his movies.
Wait, how long has he
Holy
been in a
fuck.
Russian prison?
Long enough to
and
miss
there you go.
both Shazams.
Yeah, but here's the thing. So he goes, the title of this post is, I just found out that my Milwaukee Bucks won an NBA championship, and I cannot contain my excitement. He goes, I know nothing
How
about.
long ago did they win it?
I believe they won it 3 years ago. So this is.
Oh, buddy.
He goes,
Oh, this poor guy.
He goes, I know because this year the Denver Nuggets won, and the year previously the Golden State Warriors won. So he goes, I know nothing about the current state of the NBA, just that my Bucks won a title. How's the league looking? Any up and comers? New strong teams? Exciting storylines? Now here's the thing. I was like, oh, this guy's maybe shit posting. Here's the thing. He hadn't posted or commented on anything from this Reddit account in 6 years before this post was made.
Oh
Damn.
no, that lends so much credence to this.
Yeah.
Did he say what he did to get into a Russian prison?
All that for
Christ's
being
sake?
gay in Russia.
Yeah, he wasn't. He won't say what he did, but he did say that
He shouldn't laugh.
Yeah. So one person said, he goes, okay, for clarity's sake, can you tell me the actual year you got arrested in Russia? I need to know if this was pre-COVID or just during. And then he responds, 2017.
He missed
rough.
COVID in a Russian prison.
Hey, I mean, if you're gonna miss it
We
somewhere,
thought our lockdown sucked.
I hear the train a coming. Get
It
your
rolled.
locomotive.
Wait, why did you? No, that's so specific to me. That is such a specific. Robert gonna laugh at that humor.
Yeah. One of the other top comments as a response was, don't tell him about Kobe. And then the guy just goes, wait, what happened to Kobe? And then someone responds with like, Kobe died. Kobe and his daughter died in a horrible helicopter crash. And he just goes, holy shit, no!
Oh no,
That's so tragic. Poor guy. Why is he asking?
Really?
Why doesn't he just ask his buddy?
Yeah, he also has like been commenting. He's like, people are making references. He's like, I am just realizing now that I have zero knowledge of the last 6 years of Netflix, and I'm missing a ton of references.
Dude, that is crazy.
He did remember that he said that he got locked up for drugs. That his
Marijuana. I fear
okay.
marijuana in Russia. That's got to be the old Brittany Grenier.
Yeah, and someone was like, "Is there any sports culture stuff you haven't been answered yet? I have time to kill." And then he goes, "What has blown your mind so far?" And then it goes, "In sports, Ben Simmons is blowing my mind. I thought he was going to be a top 5 player in the league. Outside of sports, George Floyd."
Oh, dude. George Floyd.
He just also goes, "I'm so happy the Raptors won a championship while I was away."
Did they?
Yeah, they won a championship in 2019.
This is a tragedy.
Yeah, well, no, it's not, because I'm a fan of the Raptors. But
I just don't like. My knowledge of basketball is worse than my knowledge of hockey.
I will say this: the Ben Simmons reference that I'm bringing up is that Ben Simmons was once thought to be like a top 5 player. It's like people thought he was going to be the next great one, and he's now a really mediocre, bad player. He's like overhyped. He's just like bad. I'm trying to think of like an NHL comparison. His NHL comparison would be like,
oh yeah,
Alex. Not even OEL, because OEL at least had like sustained good. Like he was good for a while. It's more like Alex Galchenyuk,
oof,
where it's just like he's been tossed around, like he's just tossed around like an old rag.
I mean, he was rookie of the year in 2017. Yeah, I guess the timing would be right if he got arrested in 2018, 2017, and then now. God, that is insane to me. I mean, I don't know, especially if you aren't like a famous person like Brittany Griner, that you're just basically dead until they let you out. That's fucking insane.
Pressing T in an Elder Scrolls game like Morrowind and waiting until basically Skyrim's release. Also,
if you know the story
in terms of culture
in WNBA, that Brittany Griner was in a Russian prison, and one of his other top comments was, "Brittany Griner was in Russian prison with me." Like I was like,
she was there too.
Yeah, it's not like Ivan was curling a dumbbell and it's just like, "Hey, did you hear? The Phoenix Mercury's lead forward, Brittany Griner, just got arrested on drug charges. Seems kind of suspicious, no?"
He just goes back to fucking he's just pressing.
They say they find card. They find vape card in her luggage. It seems likely, yeah. I know the WNBA women. They love to rape they like to how does the American say? They like to get faded in their hole, faded in their hole, faded in their hole,
Faded in their hole. You're really informed. Where do you get your news?
Yo, the gang, you
Twitter.
Yeah. Twitter. They let me have Twitter tablet.
I only have to be a Russian bot for the rest of the time.
I can just see Malcolm's completely placid expression while I make this joke.
It's just completely dead. Yeah.
Yeah, I was zoning that out.
He's got Canucks Twitter in the other hand, just like, what the fuck are these guys
Yeah,
talking
I'm just like, the owner of the Canucks, just unban me, you fucking little bitch boy.
You guys suck puppets. I don't
Why did I
understand
start a podcast with these guys? I don't think that was a good idea.
Yeah, well,
this guy's story was, I just felt like it was so funny and it was so out there for r/NBA to have this kind of like revelation. There, r/NBA very milk toast. But
I mean, basketball is one thing, but I couldn't imagine going into a Russian prison for 6 years and then coming out of it and realizing that the next Elder Scrolls has still not.
I could.
Yeah, I could see that.
I could absolutely see that.
I'd
be like,
For fuck's sake, came out in 2012.
that would be a pretty big comfort, though, just sitting in your cell, just like, when I get out, there's only going to be 4 more years until the next Elder Scrolls game.
4 more. Oh, ugh. This guy's an optimist.
Yeah, optimism.
Yeah,
this optimist. I have lost all my teeth to the rot, and this guy wants to play video game.
Well, Robert, do you have anything to add to this?
Oh, I was just gonna have. I won the game. I also was gonna talk about how Wes Anderson popularized the term cuck and cuckoldry, but I'll save that.
Wes Anderson movies.
What a tease.
I don't know. They give cuckold energy. You gotta say.
Yeah.
It's like you're watching from a closet.
Dead the butt. I think that's a